Good morning. Today is July 1st, 2023, and I am with Ron and a group of people, and we are heading off Belmarsh Road or Mill Lane, I'm not sure which, down on Gary Mill Lane, and we are heading over to a waterfall, which I believe is going to be our final destination today, but that remains to be seen because sometimes we go a little off course. Had a great turnout today.
And then when the Nowells ran out of plots in the second parish cemetery, they started burying the members in the slave cemetery.
If anybody, excuse me, if anybody minds being videotaped, just raise your hand, would you know?
Right.
Okay.
Right. This will go to the FBI. Don't
Wait,
worry.
you're serious?
No.
All right, everybody, just raise your hand. Thank you.
It's
Ostensibly a public road, yes.
It's a town road, and they don't know it. There's a lot like that in York that the historic or institutional memory's gone.
Yeah.
And they don't ask any former selectman or road commissioner.
Right.
You talk to the last two local road commissioners, since they retired, the town has never asked them one thing.
Yes. Yes.
And you get a new road commissioner coming in from another, from like the state of the town. He doesn't know the town, but they never call up. I don't understand why they do that.
Right.
But as my father said,
The bigger job is cutting the trees and pulling the stumps. They didn't work on easy.
You can find the nip twigs everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you think you've ever seen a wolf out here? There's been a rumor, that
Coyote.
I know all about. I just was wondering. How are you? I hope that doesn't set the plate in my head doesn't set that thing off.
Oh yeah. If I wave it around your head.
We'll take about anything you want.
okay, schoolhouse number 7.
Is that where it is?
Schoolhouse number 7 set right here in the middle of the road. There's a 14 by 14 one-room schoolhouse. It's set right there in the middle of the road. And right up there is a beautiful full foundation.
And then Mike Specker, his father.
It was the original settler was Hussey up here in 1690. The last people here were Mitchells. And then
I leased it out for quite a while, and
the place was abandoned.
Where was that house that was built in 1920?
and they were.
What happened in Chino?
Oh yeah, and the cemetery.
He has a new.
They got a really
They made a new one with it. It's a weird cemetery.
It's got to be
It's got 3 legs.
They had
Go down 15 feet.
They had a number of slaves, so I don't know if that was where they, where they kept in those outbuildings or
Ron,
people kept them right in the house.
Ron, in the vital records, this guy died as a pauper.
Yeah.
And his wife lived out here. Well, she died when she was 83. We'll see the headstones over there.
Is that the one you were saying was related to Junkins?
Yeah, John.
Yeah, I read your piece.
Yeah.
So, and I think he was the brother. So my triple great grandfather was Charles Jellison, who lived across the way.
Yeah.
He has a. You can see the remains of that house across the way.
Yeah, there's Timmy Field down there. That was Timothy Jellison.
Yeah, I think there were a few who lived. I think I tried to
I
research
think there was
that.
about 3 of them here,
Okay.
separate ones.
Okay.
I don't know. What did they do for a living? I mean, what?
Well, it said that Charles was a mason, and then later it says he was a farmer, and then his wife died in like his.
Yeah, it's changed a lot since
he
I
ended
came
up
out here in
marrying
'95.
somebody
It's
who lived
almost
like a portrait.
almost
At some point,
unrecognizable.
everybody abandoned.
The field behind
Yeah.
the drains was
These
just
people
a mud pit.
up here ended up.
All that
unfortunate,
soil
too.
had been stripped off for the dividers
Okay.
on Route
They
95
ended up-
in the 50s.
Okay.
So it was just glacial till.
Right. I mean,
And how I could have bought it for nothing. I didn't.
This is Jellison Cemetery number 198. Currently there is one inscripted stone within inside the fence, and that is the headstone of John Jellison. There is one missing stone, who would be Mercy T. Jellison, and there are what appear to be 3 uninscripted stones between the fence and the stone wall. A walk to the Jellison Cemetery is about 15 minutes from Mill Lane, or in this map seen as Marsh Road. You will be on Kittery Water District land, and don't forget to check out the reservoir. It's about 100 yards east of the cemetery.
You gotta get that genealogy. I usually carry it in my sock.
Thank you. Whoa, check this out. Something man-made.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a skidder road. Not very old. But I'm surprised they burn those rocks up like that.
Like this?
Yeah, I think that those rocks predate these logs.
I bet you, like a canal kind of.
Yeah.
Is there a mill here? It shows a rifle over here.
Someone spent the time
Nice
too.
spider web right in front there. Can't see it from this side, but from the other
Yeah.
side, there's this nice web right there.
Turn back.
Yeah. No, up over the knoll is a waterfall. Great pickle fishing here. Great pickle fishing.
I don't see anything rising out there. Wow, this is so beautiful.
There was over there when we were over there
Oh.
at the road.
Wow.
I'm not above to find the source. To get these things.
Ron, the water's too high.
Yeah, I know it. Isn't that funny?
I never expected that.
No, I didn't either.
We got poison ivy in here.
I didn't see any. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So we have arrived at the waterfall, but the water table in the reservoir is so high that it's a very undramatic sight out here. It's kind of funny, actually. We're used to seeing it cascade over a cliff, and the cliff is submerged below the height of the water in the reservoir. So check this out. So here it comes down over. Looks pretty good. And then right into Marsh Reservoir without any real dramatic drop. Oh well. It's still really beautiful out here. I think one of the things that is the most amazing is when we take these walks that you really never know what you're going to find and what you're not going to find. Sometimes we have high expectations and we don't find what we're looking for, but we just have a really great walk. And this is a community building experience, and we're getting familiar with a lot of the people that keep coming back. And of course, that's all thanks to Ron, who is perched above me right there, up on the edge of this waterfall.
There's the
I
waterfall.
can't get over that.
I can get back here when the water goes down, can't I?
It's usually August and September is low water.
Okay.
And the brook will be running exactly the same. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
That's not the only tributary that fills this, though, is it?
No, there's a brook way up on the other, in that upper end. And that goes way uphill. Way uphill to a wetland, way up on one of the hills.
Wow.
Up real high, remember that?
Yeah. And there's a stone causeway way up there.
Yeah. Yeah, way up there in the woods on a woods logging road.
Wow.
Kevin, did you mark this too?
My brother walked really fast.
What's that?
Did you mark this too with a waypoint?
Thanks for the reminder, Alan. Yeah, so we are right here on this red dot on the far east side of Marsh Reservoir. If you would like the GPS coordinates, I can send you a file. Just let me know down in the comments.
seen the official cemetery map, right?
So the way I'm saying that I'm looking for is somewhere to the left of the Duncan graveyard. But there's houses in there, so I don't really know.
You mean like Hayden Hill Road and Lake Line?
I think it's that way, somewhere in between there. You know, the first corner is there's a bunch of houses, there's somewhere in there.
Well,
Way
Lake Line, I presented the stuff by law, you're entitled to walk directly to the grave, even if it's on, surrounded by black.
The Willie thing, why they're like these. But that stone is Laura Winslow that drowned along with her mother in 1994. It's a recent.
The big stone.
What? Yes, the big square stone.
And these are just the
How many
edging.
feet or well, no, I guess it's not feet anymore.
This is what my flower garden looks like right now.
Really? Why?
Stinking deer.
Oh, yeah. What, in the harbor?
Yeah. Killing me.
So Ron believes that these are likely his ancestors' slaves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
It's what?
these are likely his ancestors' slaves, because Daniel Nowell owned the mill over here before the Garys did, and he was known to be a slave owner, whereas the Garys were not known to own slaves.
And then
This would have been
these were
probably
their footstones.
yeah, and look at how
The rough stones. Just
yeah, but it's
shapeless.
just
Marker.
it's just a theory.
Yeah.
So there's a graveyard across from my father in the property, like
Is any of those crude
across the
marks?
street next door a little bit.
The junket. Oh, across the street.
It's a chick. And we could go look at it if you want. And they're just these little tiny, they're not marked, but it says chick is the name on the
Yeah.
town map. But they're more like this.
Yeah.
It's quite a graveyard. It's like quite a bigger spot than I thought.
Oh, and it's not on the town map.
It's on the town map.
Oh, it is,
It's
okay.
Chick, but there's no names on any of it. It's like this. So
Huh.
I've always wondered if that could have been slaves also.
CHECK, like check?
Chick, like
Chick.
baby chick, baby
Baby
chick.
chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there were chicks that lived up on the other side of Marsh Road, where it turns to Mountain Road.
Chicks Brook?
Yeah, Chicksbrook, yeah, which we didn't find. Well, we didn't look for it, but yeah. Yeah, Linda, this is the road that leads to nowhere.
I've learned my lesson.
Might want to put in the description occasional bushwhacking.
There we go. I have written very challenging before. So some of us are done and some of us aren't. Ron is with another group. I think he went up on the horse hills, but Linda and Philip were a little bit anxious, so some of us came out to make sure they got home okay. Oh, here comes Philip out of the woods now. We just visited the Gary family cemetery. I'd like to suggest to anybody that plans on coming on one of these walks with us that you bring some hydration, a snack, and be prepared for a couple of hours in the woods. And usually the terrain is pretty rugged. So be aware, wear good hiking shoes or something that you feel comfortable in that will keep your feet solid on the ground. Over some ledgy stuff, usually some hills. And also we often cross little streams or little low-lying areas that you could get your feet wet in. So just be aware of all of that stuff before you come out and be prepared, because we don't want anybody being uncomfortable out in the woods.